Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be with you this afternoon, presenting to you about how GIS is being utilized to create resilience and do crisis management in Kenya. This is under Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center for Eastern Africa, where I am the director. And with me, we have over 100 researchers carrying out different projects, different areas of specialization. And with us in this room and in this presentation, we have a team that is working on GIS as well as repository for tourism resilience and crisis management. I'll do a very quick introduction, then two of my colleagues will give a demo. We'll take about 15 minutes, so we'll save a bit of time. Now, in 2017, the United Nations World Tourism Organization felt that there was need to have a consolidated way of dealing with crisis across the world. And therefore, 2 years later, a center was created, the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center, and it was located in Jamaica. Later that year, in November 2019, the very first satellite center was created in Kenya. And this came about after the visit by His Excellency the President to Jamaica in August 2019, whereby him and the counterpart, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, here in a meeting in August 2019, felt that it was important to have the very first satellite center here in Kenya, and Kenyatta University was chosen to host the center. Now, these the photos here show just a series of meetings with the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, where the center is anchored, as well as the Minister of Tourism in Jamaica, who has been to Kenyatta University several times to evaluate the progress made in the creation of the center. Now, the main areas of focus under the center include issues to do with climate, pandemics, security issues, entrepreneurial issues, economic resilience, etc. And we do lots of research, we create policy briefs, we do capacity building, we communicate about the action that needs to be taken around resilience and crisis management, as well as carry out projects and programs under the same the various thematic areas. Now, the next slide or the next tab shows a number of capacity building projects, research projects, and policy engagements that we've had within the center. So what we do, we bring together the stakeholders in tourism sector and discuss matters to do with tourism resilience and crisis management. This is an event that took place last Friday, where the Assistant Minister, the PS of Tourism, the PS of Culture, the Chairman of the Tourism and Natural Resources Committee, His Excellency Samuel Ole Tunai, and the Honorable Achi Alai, the Chair of the Caucus for Tourism in the counties, all came together to launch a workshop that was evaluating the progress made in consolidating cultural heritage for tourism diversification across the country. So we use GIS, in fact, ArcGIS for most of our activities. And in the next few minutes, we're going to demonstrate to you the output, what we've been able to achieve using this very, very powerful tool. We are in charge of 14 countries in the Eastern Africa region. And most of the projects are being started here in Kenya, but will be upscaled in all the other countries. So that's it. That's all from my side. I welcome my colleagues. We'll quickly take you through the various products within the ArcGIS platform.
Maybe Esther, you can call them by name.
Sorry, yes, we are using the same computer, so we are just about to share the next screen.
That's very okay.
All right, so there you go. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Benta Bosiburi, and I'm a researcher here at the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center and I work as a GIS with the GIS team. So the project that we're currently working on is about digitizing all the tourism themes and packaging them into different various categories. And since Esri is Esri is one of our partners, so we use their products to come up with the final now output. So we have categorized our products into four. We have a hub, we have the a web map, we have a web app, and we have the story map. So the hub is like a database where we store all our products so that it can be easily accessible by the end user and also by us, the people who are putting it together. So what you're seeing on your screen is the hub, and you have to configure it to suit your needs. So we configured it to suit ours. We have the story maps, and my colleague will go through the story maps in a bit. And then we have the web applications, and then we have the web maps. Sorry. So I'm going to take you through the web maps and the web apps. So after creating the maps in the ArcMap desktop, you publish them in the online platform known as the ArcGIS Online. So that's when they become web maps, and they're interactive in nature. So the one you're seeing on your screens is the one for the national parks found in Kenya. So for those who are green about GIS, this map is interactive in that when you click at one point, you can be able to see the description about the description about the national park, the activities that you can do there, the contact if it's there, and also the website where you can go and look at the national park prior to going there. So after creating the web map, the final product is now a web app, which will now be embedded in one of the story map to make the story map have meaning. These three products, the story map, web map, and web apps, they are complementing each other. So the final product is now the web application. So the web application, we configured it to suit what we wanted, and we wanted the web application to only have the national parks, and yeah, that only. So I'm going to take you through it and how it works. So the information button here is it gives a brief summary of about how the national parks of Kenya and how they're under the Kenya Wildlife Service. Just a short summary. Then to the next one is the Bismarck Gallery, where you can change the appearance of your map, whether you want the imagery, whether you want the streets or the topographic. Then we have the direction part, where you can get direction from one point to another. We configured it where in a sense that you can be able to retrieve your location. So it's retrieving my location right now. So we are right here, and we can be able to search for any national park that we know. Maybe let's say the Nairobi National Park, which is at the heart of the capital city of Kenya, Nairobi. So it will give you the direction, the estimated time, and the estimated distance between your location to the destination that you want. Another feature that we added to the web application was the Near Me feature. So this feature allows you to get anything or any national park that's around you, and we configured it to a radius of between 0 and 100 kilometers. So it works the same. You can add your location, and then you search the distance that you would like. You add, so let's say 65 kilometers. And then it will search for all the national parks that are within the radius of 65 kilometers from your location. So we have three national parks: the Nairobi National Park, the Oldonyo Sabuk National Park, and the Mount Longonot National Park. And also when you click on it, it highlights the national parks, and it also gives the direction if you want it. So that's how the Near Me feature works. And the last two features that I'm going to talk about are the query and the filter. So these two are similar, but they're a bit different. I'll start with the query. It gives, it's like asking a question. So we're going to ask a question for the region. We had categorized the region into the country, into 9 regions for easy maneuvering of it. So we'll choose the coastal region, and then we apply, and it will only highlight the national parks that are found within the coastal region, as you've seen displayed on your screen. And with this information, when you click on the national park, it will zoom to that national park that you're clicking on. And also this information, you can download it, as a CSV file and a CSV Excel file, and maybe use it if you want hard copy. Then the last one is, that's how the query works. So it is in regions and in counties. So the county one works the same as the region one. And the last one is filters. So with filter, it only it limits the visibility of the items being shown, depending on what you've selected. Let's say we want only to see the national parks that are found within, let's say which county, Mombasa, yeah. So when you click on it, the county, it will highlight all the national parks that are found within Mombasa. Yeah, there are only 2. We have the Mombasa Marine National Park and the Mombasa Marine National Park. Sorry, I don't know why that. And it also works the same as for regions. If we want the one for Eastern region, we just highlight it, and all the national parks that are found in Eastern will be visible, but the rest will be not visible. As you can see, the only ones that are visible are the ones found in the Eastern region. So that's how the web app works, and you can also share it with your friends and interact with it. Thank you. So I'm going to welcome my colleague to take you through the story map part.
Okay, hello, my name is Diana Akisa. I'm a researcher at the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center. I'm taking you through the story map bit. So a story map here, the ArcGIS application, it allows us to use to present web maps in a manner that is easier for interpretation by the end user. And so with the help of different stakeholders in the tourism industry in Kenya, such as the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, Kenya Tourism Board, National Museums of Kenya, among others, we've been able to create stories that tell about Kenya as a tourist destination. Our stories, we've grouped them under different themes, such as culture and heritage, adventure tourism, safari tourism, and also the magical Kenya signature experiences. So I'm going to take you through a few of them. So on your screens, you're seeing the Magical Kenya Signature Experiences. This is a story map in form of a sidecar. So this sidecar, it allows us to narrate our stories, keeping a short description and more of videos and images, as you can see. So, and also in the story maps, you can see up here, we have a navigation. There's easy navigation for the end user. In this case, we are talking about the tourist or traveler. You can see, you can just click on any, like here, cultural experiences, and you can see all the signature experiences here, outdoor adventures, the bush experiences, and all that. Okay, so that is the sidecar. I'm also going to show you a collection. So a collection is just like a group of individual story marks, just like a storybook. And as you can see here, we are telling stories about the Kenyan cultural heritage. And we have different story maps under that, the Amazing 44 and all that you're seeing right now on your screens, telling about Kenya's cultural heritage, yes. And then we also have a story map, a map tour. As you can see, this is a story map in form of a map tour. Here, we are talking about the amazing 44 cultures in Kenya. It's not only the Maasai that you know mostly, but we also have other 44 cultures. And as you can see here on your screens, as I continue scrolling, you'll see the location of the different communities found in Kenya and a short description of it. And finally, the story maps are very good, especially they're really helping us in showing the content, showing the products and the services that we have here in Kenya for our tourists. And we can embed web maps, tweets, media, and all that content so as to give the story map more meaning and credibility. So as I conclude, these products are all available. We can send the links, and also they'll be all embedded in the Magical Kenya website. And so the GIS is really coming in handy, especially right now when we've been affected by the pandemic, and the tourism industry being one of the sectors that have been greatly hit. So in our agenda to digitize the tourism industry, it's really helping us stay resilient and competitive in terms of tourism. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Diana. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us. We'll share the link. Please explore more. Thank you very much.